are you thinking that way about whether how the next week or two goes would inform your
Am I using that way, you say?
Are you thinking that way about how the next 2 weeks go? Will that affect your decision, or are you fully determined on running in November as the party's nominee?
I'm determined on running, but I think it's important that I allay fears by let them see me out there. Let me see them out,
What's up, everybody? We are jumping right into because this. Hold on. This press conference is about to wrap up, and I want to be able to react live to it as much as possible.
I'm going to be going.
Let's hear this, guys. It's been going for over 2 hours. I can't believe it.
Anyway, I'm going to be going around making the case of the things that I think we have to finish and how we can't.
He has sounded like a disaster for the entire 2 fucking hours he's been up here.
On civil rights,
he's got to be on a lot of happy juice.
Rights, there's that little button we have.
It ain't working anymore. It ain't fucking working.
Girls. I mean, the idea we're sitting around. This where Kamala's so good as well.
This is so good.
Did you just say the economy's good?
Kamala
are killed by a bullet.
Ooh.
Than any other cause of death.
Ooh.
The United States of America. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing?
He lives in a different universe.
I'm not going to do anything.
Yep.
I'm not going to do anything. You got a Supreme Court that is what you might call the most conservative court in American history. This is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
In American history, we've only got the majority by one judge, or is it maybe two?
I'll end this. Well, I'm not going to.
And it doesn't matter. They're supposed to be unbiased.
Wait, hold. You just droned off again.
I remember.
Anyway,
I made a speech on democracy in Philadelphia at Independence Hall.
Yeah, when he went like this.
And I'm not being critical, just observing. The bulk of the press, what the hell is he talking about that for?
I don't know. What the hell are you talking about?
Democracy is not an issue. Democracy is not an issue.
We're not a democracy.
The polling data showed 60% of the people knew I was right, thought I was right.
60% of the people?
I'm not asking you a
what
question.
People?
You don't have to answer, obviously. But do you think our democracy is under siege based on this court? Do you think democracy is under siege based on...
We're not a democracy!
Do you think
he's talking about his democracy?
Yeah. Civil service?
His order.
Department of Education? Make sure, I mean, we've never been here before. And that's the other reason why you say, hand off to another generation. I've got to finish this job.
Well, you're finished.
Because there's so much at stake.
We've had some discussions over the past few days with your press secretary about the question of health exams. And you said you take a cognitive test every day in this job. Are you open to taking another physical or test before the election? Governor Whitmer of Michigan, for instance, said it wouldn't hurt to take a test.
Oh, they're throwing them out.
Two things. One, I've taken 3 significant and intense neurological exams by a neurologist.
Yeah, and you pass with flying colors, I'm sure.
February. And they say I'm in good shape. Okay?
Good shape.
Although I do have a little problem with my left foot because it's not as sensitive.
Right.
I didn't wear a boot. But I'm good. I'm tested every single day about my neurological capacity, the decisions I make every day. You
That's
talk to
not
my staff,
how that
all of it
works.
talk to my
No,
staff.
it's not.
Sometimes my
And
staff
if
talks
it
to
was,
me.
he fails every single
The
day.
fact of the matter is, I don't think you have them telling you that all the major ideas we've undertaken haven't been in part
What's up, everyone?
initiated by me. I remember when the staff, I said, I'm going to go to South Korea. We're going to get the chip. What are you doing?
Yeah, well, he's about to wrap this up, so that's why we've got on. But he's been going for over 2 hours. That's fucking amazing. He sounds senile for over 2 hours.
Since the end of World War II. I'm going to move and see that we can expand it. You know, the only thing age does is help you with it. Creates a little bit of wisdom if you pay attention.
Oh
And
no.
so the point I'm making
Oh,
is,
yeah, we all think you're the
I
smartest
think it's
motherfucker.
important that if the neurologist tells me he thinks I need another exam, and by the way, I've laid every bit of the record out. Hadn't hidden a thing. You ought to ask Trump for his, okay? I laid it all out. And every single day, I'm surrounded by good docs. If they think there's a problem,
He's talking
I
about Jill.
promise you, or even if they don't think it's a problem, they think I should have a neurological exam again, I'll do it. No
Then
one's
do it.
suggesting that to me now. And I'll ask you another question. No matter what I did, no one's going to be satisfied. Did you have 7 docs? Did you have 2? Who'd you have? Did you do this? How many times did? So
Is-
I am not
Explain
opposed if my
what the results
doctors
were?
tell me I should have another.
I didn't hear what you
neurological
said.
exam,
Kind of
I'll
muffled.
do it. But that's where I am. Haley Bull, Scripps.
Thank you, Mr. President. You said you're making decisions on a day-to-day basis when it comes to support for Ukraine. Does that mean you have not closed the door on further considering lifting restrictions for U.S.-made weapons inside Russia? And if I may, your convention is coming up where your delegates are pledged to make you the official nominee. If they have second thoughts, are they free to vote their conscience?
Obviously, they're free to do whatever they want, but I got overwhelming support. Overwhelming support.
He is in a different
I
universe.
I forget how many votes I won in the primary. Overwhelming. And so tomorrow, if all of a sudden I show up at the convention, everybody says we want somebody else, that's the democratic process. It's not going to happen.
Why does he do that?
Vote for someone else?
Sure. Look, I'll end this with this. I served in the Senate a long time. I understand the impetus of candidates running for local office and whether they think the topic can help them or not. In my state of Delaware, which was a very, at least a purple, it was a red state when I started.
TX, no, we're not rewatching it. This is live. He's still going.
This is your president live in action.
This is your. Yep.
I don't recall.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, there you go.
My state
All right, good deal.
when I was a candidate. The truth of the matter is, I understand the self-interest of a candidate.
They're not
They
running
think that,
interference for him
You
anymore.
know,
They're letting him.
Biden the top is going to hurt them.
They
Go
want
at
him
it.
gone. This media wants him gone now.
But so far, go and look at the polling data in their states. Look at the in-depth, and by the way, I think you'd all acknowledge, and you're all experts. I'm not being solicitous about the president. You're experts.
You'll know
on this.
things will change when they start fact checking him.
How accurate
Yeah.
does anybody think the polls are these days? I can give you a series of polls where you have likely voters, me versus Trump, where I win all the time.
No.
When the unlikely voters vote, he wins sometimes. The bottom line is all the polling data right now, which I think is premature because the campaign really hasn't even started.
What?
I mean, it hadn't started in earnest yet. Most of the time, it doesn't start till after September. After.
Oh, you're right. It does say earlier today.
So a lot can happen. But
Huh.
I think I'm the best I believe
This
I'm the
is
best
live.
qualified to govern. And I think I'm the best qualified to win.
Okay. Well, I still want to hear him
Other
wrap
people
this
could
up.
beat Trump too, but it's awful start from scratch. And we talk about money raised. We're not doing bad. We got about $220 million in the bank.
220
We're doing
million.
well. So with that, you have any want to follow up on any of that you just asked me?
Yes. Um, you earlier explained confidence in your vice president.
Yes.
If your team came back and showed you data that she would fare better against former President Donald Trump, would you reconsider
I think it is
your
live.
decision to stay in the race?
No, unless they came back and said, there's no way you can
Yeah, there
win.
are other channels that it's playing live.
Me. No one's saying that.
Oh, he did it again.
Okay. Thank you.
This ends tonight's press conference. Thanks, everybody.
He's living in a different reality.
This concludes.
Respectfully, earlier you misspoke in your opening answer. You referred to Vice President Harris as Vice President Trump. Right now, Donald Trump
See?
is using that to mock your age and your memory. How do you combat that criticism from tonight?
He's going to challenge him to
Listen to
push-up
him.
contest.
This concludes tonight's press conference. Thank
Fucking
you, everybody.
hell! What a
Thanks,
disaster!
everyone.
What a fucking shit show, man! Holy fuck! Damn. Hey, what's up? Jeremy's camera's gay. I saw you.
Hey, Jeremy
saw you
camera's
over
gay.
on popped in on Jeremy's stream earlier.
Gay.
Every time
All right.
Jeremy freezes his Chrome, when he pulls up Chrome, I take a screenshot and put on X. Yeah, he usually
Right.
likes it too.
All right. Well, I apologize. I guess I thought that was live because there's two YouTube channels that were playing the speech live. I guess it was just a replay, but oh well. I still wanted to see that ending there, and what a fucking shit show, man! I can't fucking believe it. This is the man running the world, guys. This is the man with the nuclear codes. Everyone thought that Trump was going to be a threat. He never started any new fucking wars. This guy right here can't talk, can't walk, shits himself all over the place. 2 new wars have started in just the first 3 years, and that's the way the world is going now. That's the fucking way the world is going now. So, how you doing, Drew?
I'm just taking it all in. It seems like everyone's done running interference for him. The press is no holds barred. They're probably given no more restriction. They said, ask what you want, just go for it type thing. I don't know what he was prepped for with these. And you and I talked about this. He doesn't do these. He might do a little 20-minute thing when a news whatever happens, but it's never been for campaign or, hour, 2 hour. Trump used to do them all the time. What was going on, and just wing it, just accept questions, answer them. These questions were scripted, or he knew who to call on. Like,
oh yeah, he already had the questions.
Like it's an elementary school, president school board thing in a school thing. You're like, oh, now I'm supposed to call on this guy, and no, but at the same time, most Americans that are going to vote this way, they don't care. They say we don't care if it's him or Kamala or a blue sandwich. We rely on the people behind them, all the other people running the show, which is basically the deep state. All the people that have been in that were in Obama's administration that got out and then said, hey, come back. And you were an assistant manager. Now you're going to be a manager of this whatever campaign or this office or this region. And so it's the behind the scenes. He's just the front figurehead that they propped up for so long. And now they're done propping up. The late night guys are carving into him, doing things they should have done from day one that they've always done with any president, on SNL, on Jimmy Fallon, on all these things. They held back for the last 4 years or more. And now it's just no holds barred. And now we're just going to see what happens.
They're acting like this is new. They're acting like this is new. We didn't know. We knew. We've been pointing it out for 3.5 fucking years. Can you believe that just recently they started doing this fucking cheap fake thing? Look at this. They're just making cheap fakes to make him look bad. And then immediately fucking after, we had the debate, and it's all in the world now. It's all over the world. The whole world saw him call the Ukrainian president Putin. I still haven't seen the clip yet. If somebody has it, share it, please. Where apparently he called Trump. Did he say Trump is his vice president?
Yeah, he was talking about Kamala, and then he added the name Trump at the end. and
Vice
which he's done
President Trump.
similar things before, or he said
Wow.
the Harris administration. He's done these little things.
Called her
all
president
the
multiple
time.
times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. It all adds up, and it's just like I think the average person that's going to vote just doesn't care, or what they're worried about is people not showing up to vote for Biden. That's what's been
Exactly.
shown lately. So people are going to vote for Trump, are going to vote for Trump either way, but now they're worried about people not voting again, not just showing up at all, and then it's
Exactly.
going to be heavy-handed. And now they're
Yeah.
reacting all this way.
A campaign needs voter enthusiasm, and there's no enthusiasm for this guy.
Yep.
No one,
And
no one can look at what he just did and say, I can't wait to get out there and reelect him.
it worked last time for a lot of different reasons that
cheating.
all kind of happened all at once. Well, and it was Trump in the office. So any of the bad things that are going on in the country, they look at Trump. But now the last 4 years, everyone's like, you're the president right now. And because he was even talking about Trump before he declared to run again. And it's like, you've been running the show for 4 years. This is all you, the economy, price of eggs, inflation, all the I follow a lot of the finance stuff, the Jerome Powell, they said they were going to lower interest rates for 3 times this year. It hasn't been any, like they said. So it's all smoke and mirrors, and it's going to come home.
Yep. All right. We will get back around to that topic, and we're definitely gonna play the clips and shit of what he did. And also, Drew, can you like look up and see if anyone's put together a clip of all the lowlights from that press conference? Because I didn't even see most of it. I've been over on Know Me Without You show for the last 2 hours, so I missed a lot of that. But yeah, if we could just get like the lowlights or what, I'm sure there's probably a lot of clips out on Twitter right now of some of the stupid shit he's been saying. And while we do that, I'm going to run through. We're going to say hi to some of the people over here in the chat. Professor Savage Dad, what's up? Yeah, I've been back for all week. We've been streaming all week. Well, Tuesday and Wednesday we streamed, and I'm going to continue to stream all the way up until Sunday, because Monday I will be driving up to Milwaukee for the RNC convention. And I have been streaming all week in hopes for some fundraising, because I took a month and a half off from YouTube, and I lost out, and you lose out on a lot of financing when you take a break from your job, which this is my job. So, yeah. I'll put the banner up here. For everyone out there, anyone who's new, we do have drinking game rules, and everyone here can play along. Any single super chat, we do social, and $20 or more, and we do shots. And I have little fun videos for every single one of those shots. So I'll put this down the bottom. There we go. We're fundraising for a trip to the RNC convention, where I've been trying to get a hold of Jeremy, and hoping that we can link up and do something. But yeah, all right. Let me get down here. Yeah, we got Professor Savage Dad, TX. What's up? And then got VAT Law here. Says, I quit paying attention to your channel for a couple days and bring back your candy ass. That's right. And with much
check out the little YouTube quote or link I put in there. It's got like one question. It's about a minute long.
All right, I will check that out in a minute. Right after this, VAT Law for 20. Let's start drinking, fucker. We got catching up to do. It has begun. You know what? I did so many new videos and everything. You can see like I did a lot of rebranding, right? So we got a new logo, got a new intro, got a lot of new shot clips. And I've been working on a revamped It Has Begun video. It's the same one, but I've got more added to it. And the last 2 days, I just haven't been able to finish it yet. But here you go. You get this. We're starting things off right.
It has begun.
Cheers to you, VAT Law.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's the good stuff there. Finally got a. Last night I only had scotch. I had Johnny Walker, and the guys got me fucked up last night. They got me seriously fucking wasted last night. But I had Johnny Walker, and it's like every damn time I took a shot, I forgot it was Johnny Walker and not my smooth whiskey. So yeah, it was a shock to me every time. So I like Johnny Walker, but when you're expecting a smooth Southern blend bourbon, yeah, that's not the same thing. All right, let's get through here. Twisted Pixie, what is up? Hail, the Kaylee Scope.
I'll be your Triple D tonight. I'll be your designated disabled wheelchair driver.
Yes, perfect.
I'll get some. I was about to say cable. Remember the Humvee cables that you would drag stuff? I don't know if you can say that. Slave cables. Remember? They still call them that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll drag you behind my wheelchair.
Okay,
you get too far
sounds good, man. Laszlo the Instigator, what's up, man? DX, yeah, they were talking about the judges, yeah. Dude, I swear Roberts like is compromised because he got in there looking and sounding like a good conservative judge, and then all of a sudden everything flipped. I swear he's in one of those cases where like someone's got video of him doing something out there or something. GR, what's up? Vince G, how we doing? Who else we got? Marie. TC Warrior 13. I have not seen you around. Welcome to the channel if you're new.
Welcome.
Lord Botha. Yeah, it said earlier today. I didn't catch that, but like I said, I still want to see something. CJP, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in the chat. And Jeremy's camera is gay.
Gay.
And we got Dom H in the chat.
Dom H,
dude. What is
Dom?
up?
How was Denver? Fan Expo.
I saw a lot of good pictures there on Twitter. He got to meet a lot of cool peeps.
Him and Gal looks like they had a great time.
Yep. And Dom dropped in some gifted memberships, so I got pouring a shot.
Hell yeah, Dom.
Gifted memberships.
Oh no.
Wrong button. It's amazing. I've got all my Stream Deck buttons here all coordinated with like pictures and stuff. So it's dummy proof. I've literally got the picture just like of clapping hands as the applause button, and I still hit the button right below it instead.
No. Cringe.
Fucking stupid ass.
Well, maybe you could show me some tips on Stream Deck, and you'll be able to teach yourself too at the same time. I just got one as well, so yeah, if you could show me a few things.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
How to set that up,
dude. One of the best things. Watch fucking YouTube videos on it about. There's so many videos about Stream Deck because there's so much you can do with it, and I keep fucking finding new shit all the time too. Like you can run everything in your fucking computer damn near with the fucking Stream Deck alone. It's cool, very
Good
cool
deal.
stuff.
I'm excited.
All right, Dom H, you get to take this shot. Let's see.
Don't move, Proctor. Don't move.
I love that one. Thank you, Dom. All right, get through some more chat here. Up in here, Tony Jedi. What's up? Haven't seen you in chat either. Welcome to anybody who's here that may be new. Welcome to Vets Talking. Another new one here, Vengeant One. Hello, Joseph A. How you doing? For trying to get a hold of G&G, you may be better off trying to contact Ryan. He's also going to the RNC. What's funny is I am going to hit up Ryan. I thought I did hear that he is going also. It's weird because I've talked to Ryan already on Twitter. He's been on the show. And Jeremy, I sent him a message at one point. He did respond to it in the past, but I'm sure he gets messages all the fucking time. So I'm just buried down there somewhere. But I mean, Jeremy knows exactly who I am. We're fucking cool. He's going to come on the show here at some point. We've just been trying to get a date to book him. Let's see. Wayne Rowe, what's up? Jack Tar Lad, how you doing? Bruce and Shield Wall of Dragons. How is everyone fucking doing? Welcome to Knife Hands here in Vets Talking. Where, yeah, like I said, we've been streaming every single day. We did the very first Vets Talking Tuesday that we've done in a long time. That was originally our very first show that we live streamed. Skinamax Saturday, and Knife Hands didn't come until later. And actually, we did it because we stopped doing that because because Geeks and Gamers Tuesday night main event, they shifted the hours and it ended up overlapping with us. And then at the same time, Skinamax started kicking off. So I'm like, well, fuck it. We'll just drop the Tuesday and do Saturday. And then we started doing Black Hands on Thursday. And then I did a show last night, called it Vets Wild Wednesday. And I had no idea what to do, but I found a video of a UAP/UFO that was over a military base in Iraq. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, I want to talk about this. And I ended up making it I think Wild Wednesday is a conspiracy theory show now. Ended up having a great conversation with the chat. It was just me, because no one else, like everyone else has other shit going on Wednesday. So I'm like, I knew it was probably going to be just me. Ended up going for fucking 3 hours with just the chat. And they got me drunk as a motherfucker with the shots and the super chat. So it went great. And I would love to do that again. Absolutely. Bruce, hell yeah. Airborne all the way. We airborne? Where we at? I was 173rd, and you suck after that when I went to PSYOP. Oh, all right. What's up, Jen? Got a lot of people popping in here. How's everyone doing? So many new faces.
Welcome.
Yeah, a lot of new names. Where'd you guys find me at? I'm just curious. And while we do that, let's get into the fucking cringe that is Biden here real quick. I want to play this video. I'm sure everyone's seen this. This is fucking fire all over the internet right now. This was just hours before his fucking press conference was going to happen. The press conference that was supposed to reassure everyone that this guy is not a full mental fucking retard. And then he goes and does this.
I commend all the nations that stepped up when it counted to stand with Ukraine. I've said before, Russia will not prevail in this war. Ukraine will prevail in this war, and we'll stand with them every single step of the way. That's what the compact says, loudly and clearly. And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
Whoa.
President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway.
And Adam, this is a NATO summit. Ukraine isn't part of NATO, last time I checked.
Yeah, true. But I mean, yeah, that is fucked up that they're doing that. But obviously, NATO is trying to get involved, and yeah, it's an incredible shit show.
All but name only, basically. NATO,
yeah, Bruce. Yeah, obviously, Bruce. If you saw me last night, you knew I was fucked up. I very vaguely remember the end of that show. A second of 505th. Okay, here's the deal. So when I was never in a regiment, okay, when I was with the 173rd, I was in 74th Long Range Surveillance Detachment. We were assigned just directly from the brigade, and then when I went into USASOC, we had special operations typing. So I was in a group instead of a brigade, and we broke down into detachments. So when people always say like second of the 505th, I don't know. I'm assuming that's 82nd. Actually, obviously, it should be 82nd. It's not 173rd or the 3rd or the 25th, and it's going to be it's going to be that. But yeah, I never even. To be honest, man, I don't even understand why there's so much focus on the regiments, because it's only in 82nd. It's just historical. I mean, I'm surprised that you guys don't just say 2nd Brigade of the 82nd. But at the same point, I get it, because I know there's a lot of history. We had the 503rd with the 173rd, and I know there's a lot of history. They call them the 2nd Battalion. There's called the Rock. You're before regiments. Well, regiments. They got rid of the regiments right after 82nd. I mean, not 82nd, after World War II. As an official like element within the division. Now that it's like, because like we had like every brigade, if I'm not mistaken, has a different regimental affiliation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because we had the first of the 508th and the second of the 503rd. Eventually, the 508th rotated back into the 82nd, and then they made The first of the file. Oh god, it's fucking confusing. Like I said, man, I was never in the real regular fucking conventional unit like that. So it's just over my fucking head. Anyways, yep, I remember. Yeah, I was fucked up. I was fucked up last night. That was a lot of fun though last night, man. Just talking about fucking aliens and Area 51 and all the other different little conspiracy theories and shit, man. I don't believe all of them, but damn, I love talking about them. I love researching the stuff. Drew, you ever watch the Y-Files on YouTube?
No.
Oh, it's
No.
a great show. It's like
Forbidden Frontier. I watched Gary's Forbidden Frontier.
And so I heard Gary talk about the Y-Files. And the reason I brought this up last night because I was watching a Y-Files live stream, an old live stream, and where he just kind of riffs, he talks to the audience like we do here. This guy, his name is AJ, and the comments started talking about movies and stuff, and he started saying some pretty base shit like, yeah, Star Wars is dead, Marvel is horrible now, and then somebody said MCU, and this shocked me. I got goosebumps. He goes, I think Gary from Nerdrotic coined that term. Like, holy fuck, he knows Gary. And then he expanded on that, and come to find out, they do know each other. They talk to each other. He even started naming off. He says, yeah, I know all those guys. I know X-Ray Girl. I know Quarter Black Garrett. And at some point, I'm going to be on their Forbidden Frontier show. I'm like, I got fucking so excited.
That's awesome. Yeah, they might have met each other or at least saw each other a couple months ago. I think only like a month ago. They're at some convention. X-Ray
like
Girl,
UFO
Quarter
conference.
Black. Yeah, they're going to some kind of whatever kind of con. And sound like Gary had a good time just like breaking away from the pop culture stuff and just really diving into it. And then they're planning a trip to where? To South America somewhere?
Yeah, and last Forbidden Frontier episode, they announced there's only 2 slots left to do that, and I looked it up, and one of the slots immediately ran out. I was this close to pulling the trigger to take that last slot, man, but it was
awesome.
$2,500, not including my flight that would down to South America. Everything else would be covered, but my airline flight would. And I looked up airline flights like $800, so we're looking at $3,300 for that trip. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I cannot justify that. I would be
someday.
Oh,
start saving up.
They're gonna do another. Dude, I am absolutely willing to, as much as I love the meetups, I would be absolutely willing to forego all the meetups throughout an entire year to save the money up to do one of these fucking trips with these guys out to these fucking ancient alien sites and whatnot. But yeah, dude, Drew, you've got to look up the Y-Files. They're huge channels, like 3.5 million subscribers. It's an enormous production. It's not them just talking about shit like they do on Forbidden Frontier. Like it's a scripted act that they're doing while he's presenting the information, and he has a sidekick that's a fucking goldfish called Hecklefish that sounds like an old New Jersey Jew. And he just heckles the shit. He's like the fish plays as like the super conspiracy theorist. He believes in every single thing. And then AJ has to burst his bubble very often because he does a great job of doing true research into these ideas and these theories and whatnot. And then he'll remove all the elements that he can disprove. But then he's reasonable enough to say what's left is I can't disprove it. So it could be real.
Okay.
But
I'll
he's
check
great.
it out.
Oh, he's great. Once I found one of his videos, I was immediately addicted. I started watching hours. I went through his entire catalog in like fucking 1 week, I think.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I planned the trip to, well, first I went to Milwaukee last year. That was easier for me to do, to go see Gary and X-Ray Girl. So that was good. I mean, my buddy went, he drove, which I couldn't do at the time. And now I'm working on doing that, driving. I got a truck, so it's easier on me. I can control it a little bit more with like the shocks and everything. So yeah, I'm able to do that a little bit more. And then yeah, Florida MegCon was absolutely amazing. Family came with to that one. They went to SeaWorld while I did that.
Awesome.
And yeah, so and I never thought I'd be able to travel and do this stuff. And it really pushes my limits of what I'm able to accomplish nowadays. But that's the real physical therapy, to get out, enjoy it, and do real things. So I would love to go to the UK. So if I can make that as a goal, I don't know if they're going later this year, like they did last year, or a future year. But yeah, that would be absolutely amazing to go to the UK trip.
That's awesome. Yeah. By the way, for any of y'all who are new here, Drew here is our disability diversity hire because he was injured by a certain jibby jab he was forced to take while in the army. And yeah, if you're curious about that, go back and check out our knife hands from the past. You'll see the thumbnail. It's very clear. You'll see a picture of him and his fucking gurney with all the fucking shit hanging.
Some call it the Fauci ouchie.
The Fauci ouchie. But definitely go to Rumble to check it out, because what we did part of what we could talk about here on YouTube and then went over to exclusively on Rumble, so we didn't have to censor ourselves. Go to Rumble, check out Avets Talking. You can see I've got the bots here. Hold on real quick. I've got the bots. They're dropping the links for the Rumble channel. So please do subscribe over there. We do want to do more. In fact, we might do that today, because I think there's some stuff we could talk about that could be, that could hurt us here on YouTube. Because we do want to do this a lot more. We do half a show or something like that here on both, and then go to Rumble exclusive, so we don't have to censor ourselves.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And then Carrie Smith did a full interview with me, and she put it on YouTube, and it worked for a little bit. The last part of it got cut off, and then yesterday she put it all on the Rumble. And so she did an interview with you a little bit ago, and then she just did with me last week, and we were able to go into a ton of stuff. So on Carrie Smith Deprogrammed on Rumble.
Yep. Yeah, we had. Yeah, I went on her show. We had her on here on a knife hands a few weeks ago. Actually, I guess it's well over a month ago now, since I took a month and a half break. Yeah, great interview. So you're saying a part of it got cut off because YouTube censored it?
Yeah, we don't know why. Maybe it could have been music at the end or something like that. They didn't really say why, but yeah, it was like 48 minutes on YouTube and an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. She put it on the Rumble. So, but either way, try to talk what you can on YouTube and push back against this. This is what we need to do, especially now and then after the election.
I mean, that's the thing, is that it's going to get really nasty here. I guarantee you that they're going to start censoring people a lot as we're getting closer and closer to the election. Still though, and I point this out, and it's blown people's minds that we are now allowed to talk about election interference, where immediately after the last election they won't let us because we're lying and we're election deniers, and so they would actually, they'll hammer you. They'll really hurt a channel for being a quote unquote election denier. But now it's perfectly legal. You can get away with saying whatever you want. The election was rigged, blah 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 blah. But the only reason why, because if the Democrats lose, they're going to pull the same game they do every fucking time a Republican wins. They're going to be the election deniers, which is a stupid quote, of course. We're not denying an election happened. But yeah, every single fucking Republican president, every single time a Republican president has been elected, they fucking throw out all the election was stolen. There was, fucking problem with this. Trump is an illegitimate fucking president. Shut the fuck up. We finally do it one single time, and we get hammered and fucking censored for it. So, I see a few people over here. I didn't I'm not sure if forgive me if I didn't highlight Tawny Jedi. Yeah, I did say hi to you. And we got the GM Man 98 over on the Rumble side. I see Vatlaw popped over on the Rumble side as well. Adam's truck got him blowing trannies, or at least it did. He may have got it fixed by now. Yes, my transmission was fucked. Okay. And sure, yeah, I apparently I have a problem with trannies. I think we're even supposed to say that word. Fucking
no, yeah, I get careful on that one too. But no, it should be good. The more we push back with and stuff, it's the right thing to do, and stuff will come out eventually. I think there's a lot of court things that are in the works related to my situation. So let's go into it on a Rumble. But yeah, I got some news to share about both my stuff that's been working well, and then I got other Fauci ouchie battle buddies that are doing some great stuff, getting on Crowder, on Tucker. I think Tucker and the woman that interviewed her recently. So yeah, check out Tucker's right now, and they're mentioning that kind of stuff. So
Awesome.
that's,
Yeah.
moving forward.
You sent an email out to Crowder, right?
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I did the link. I sent him a DM, all this stuff, and he's been following a lot more people, like thousands of people lately. So a lot of interaction with people, which is great to see.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I really hope that you're able to get on there and spread.
You don't know till
the
you
truth.
ask. A lot of the things that I've accomplished in the last 2 years has just been asking people, hey, can we try this? Can you hear me out? Can we work on something together? And it might not just happen right away, but it could happen later on. And yeah, you make some really good connections in this corner of the internet, and it makes a difference. There's real people that want to see a lot of us succeed.
You know, it's way early on, like the start of this channel, I had 100 subscribers before I ever did a Tom McDonald reaction video. And just on a whim, I don't even know what came over me to even think of doing it. I went to Comics Division's Twitter and saw you can send them an email. And I did. I said, hey, I've got this channel. Would you like to come on? And me fucking, yeah, sure. Holy fuck.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, though. If you don't ask, and you'll never get a yes. But yeah, just 100 subscribers. He didn't know who the fuck I was. Nobody knew who the fuck I was, except for Legion of Memers. That was my only fucking connection to anything at that point. But yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I went to the Milwaukee Gary meetup. It was pretty quick and random out there. And I said, hey, I've been watching for a little bit. Been great. Here's my little story recap. He had been talking to people for 3 hours, so I didn't want to just keep taking up his time. But I'm like, hey, man, here's my story. You guys got me out of some pretty dark times by giving me a chance to laugh again and realize that, like Gary says, I thought I was alone, in a lot of this stuff. And yeah, laughing pop culture and really looking at this stuff. And I thought that was going to be it. And then he goes on Friday Night Tights that next week and talks about my story, mentioned me by name, and
no shit.
It was incredible. Yep. And then you speak of Comics Division. I saw him at Vegas. I'm like, hey, yeah, Drew, and tell him a few things. Like, yeah, Gary mentioned you. He talked to us and said what's up. And I'm like, wow, these are real people that, yeah, it's. Yeah, like I said, you think you're alone, but you just got to try this stuff. You can't just hang out on the couch in bed and just let the world kind of pass you by. We all have limited time and spend it with great people.
That's 100%, man. And that's, I'll tell you what, taking that month and a half off from doing YouTube, I needed it. I really did need it. I said on the other show, I'm not going to go into everything that happened, but I needed a fucking break. And but I really did. I missed being on here, guys. Like when I was on Carrie's show, she asked me what is good for me, because we were talking about the whole veteran thing and what military does to you and everything. And she asked me a question about what was it? Something like what helps you out? What is therapeutic for you? And I said, actually, shockingly enough, YouTube has been incredibly therapeutic for me. Just being able to get out here and talk to people like you, Drew, talk to you guys in the chat. I mean, like I said, fucking last night, 3 hours just talking to the chat, and it's therapeutic for me. I'm just reading your guys' text here, but I feel like I'm talking with friends here, and I get on here. I think everyone knows I'm not a bullshit artist. I just come on here and I'm myself. Obviously I'll ham things up when I'm fucking doing my outro and I'm saying double tap that like and subscribe and don't be butthurt, you've been warned. Obviously that's all that's a part of a fucking gimmick, but other than
we do that in the military, we do that in the army, we mess around and joke, and we're our true selves, and you could tell when people are fake, and they don't last long in the barracks or playing spades or whatever the deal is.
Yeah. This is fucking therapy for me, man. I'll tell you, the last month and a half, I missed this. I missed all you guys in the chat. I missed everyone who's on the panel. And but yeah, it's great to be back, and hopefully I won't disappear again anytime soon. Except obviously next week I'm gonna be. Well, I guess Thursday is gonna be my last night there. But I really very likely will not be doing knife hands on Thursday next week, but there's going to be a lot of clips. Everyone, guys, gals, theys, thems. If you don't already have the bell rung, make sure you ring the bell, and also go to Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at That's Talking. And I don't put out a lot of posts, so you're not going to have that bell going off all the time. These are all pretty much exclusively, just to notify people when something's happening. So I'm going to put out a lot of clips. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to record a lot. I'll put out stuff like if I get a chance to talk to Dan Bongino, I'm going to his shows. I will make a recording of that and I'll post a clip. And then after the fact, I'm going to have one big vlog that I'm going to have professionally edited so you can see the entire trip. And if I can get away with doing a live stream, I'm going to try to, but I have very big doubt that with that many people in that area and the amount of security and possible signal jamming and all the other kind of shit that security might have, probably not going to be able to live stream. But so make sure you're doing the notifications. Make sure that way you'll be able to find us. I got a couple super chats to hit up. Let's say hello and thank you again to Vatlaw for another 20. Says there's a reason I typed that on Rumble. This should make up for it. Got any new abusing Dermy videos? I didn't. No, we don't have any new abusing Dermy videos. All the new videos that I made are all military. They're all military videos. If you want to see a Dermy video, though, you know what? I've got this one video that everyone says that I have to save for when we have new people as guests. But we have a lot of new people in the chat, so you guys get to see this. May that be burned in your retinas for the rest of your lives. I love Redneck Riviera.
I got a question for the chat. So it being Freedom Month, I'm watching every freedom movie I can get my hands on. I watched The Patriot on 4th of July and then Team America on the 5th. So I'm looking for more freedom type movies to watch. Doesn't have to be America, the whole world, different wars, history, just opportunities to be free. So yeah, type in the chat any movies or shows that you recommend for my Freedom Month of July.
America, fuck yeah! Yeah. I love the idea of that. Yeah. Is that what everyone's calling it? Is Freedom Month? Because I want to call it American Pride.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I say you put your own on it. Tim Pool is calling it Mega Month. I'm doing Freedom Month.
Or MAGA. You say mega or MAGA?
With an M.
Yeah. Mega. MEGA or MAGA?
Either will work. I think he meant MAGA.
Okay. Someone says Invasion USA. I've never heard of that.
Ooh.
Braveheart.
Yep.
I haven't seen Braveheart in a long time. I've got to see that again. Yeah, and I see you, the G-Man. We pouring a shot here. Yeah, since July falls up with fucking Gay Pride Month, I say we make July American Pride Month.
Hell yeah. Why not?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna make it. I bet you know what? It's official. I'm making a law right fucking now. Everyone out there, I want to see America Pride Month fucking things in your profiles. By that, it's just an American fucking flag, all right?
American flag.
That's all. Show your pride flag, the American flag. Got mine on my hat right there. Let's see. Since okay, so it is so gay still that Rumble. What's up, Alec Baldwin's finger? Hail.
Hey, buddy.
What is up?
Big plans, me and him.
Yeah. It is super gay that I can highlight regular Rumble chats, but I still can't fucking highlight Rumble rants. But so I'll share a screen. GM the G-Man 98 for 50. And for that, the G-Man, I'm gonna do 2 shots for you. Being honest, I've shown this before. I'm always honest with you guys. I do half shots because I get royally fucked up from you guys when I take full shots. The first time I was ever blackout drunk on here, I said no more full shots. So I do half shots, but y'all still managed to get me blackout drunk anyway. So I love you. Love y'all. All right, let's do a shot.
Man, say go. That wasn't an approach.
Thank you, G-Man. And I will follow up with a second shot on that here in a little bit.
I got my Mio shots from caffeine day.
Mio. Me and a buddy had an idea, like come with like we call it Wavadmio, where it was an idea that we were gonna like make our own vodka and then just like with plastic wrap put a thing of Mio on there, because my buddy's saying to just pour fucking Mio and then vodka into a drink, and that's his drink, so we call it Wavadmio, and we were gonna make this a product. We're gonna fucking sell like. No one's gonna fucking buy that. Like, why you need to buy a fucking bottle of vodka and a bottle of fucking Mio? You don't need to fucking wrap it together. So it sounded like a good idea. Install a whiskey IV. I might as well. I definitely should have just done that last night. Fucking nonstop fucking shots last night. I love you guys for it. No American flag emojis. YouTube is gay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, for the standard like emojis in there. I mean, you can still put in your own emojis using your computer, but yeah, it's fucking stupid as shit. That I don't have emojis? I mean, I have emojis, but I do have a here we go. Yeah, I'll drop this. Yeah, I've got a fucking America emoji.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
speaking of Alec Baldwin, the trial is going on right now. That's something I could cover. I know a little bit about legal and then pop culture with Alec Baldwin. I've been following that since the issue got started with Rust, and it's just egregious. What you want to talk about people not being above the law, celebrities just getting away with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'd be willing to cover that trial.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of when it started. I think I told ABF this last night. Every single time I would hear them say Alec Baldwin, I think Alec Bald's finger. Like it just pops from right in my fucking head now. Anytime I hear about Alec Baldwin, I think of Alec Baldwin's finger.
He was getting into it on Twitter with somebody, and then I think it was a girl, and she's like, "I'm not gonna argue with a picture of a finger."
Yeah,
that cracked me up.
Oh,
she's like, "What am I doing with my life?" Of course, he was getting the best of her. Yeah,
arguing with a finger. Oh, I love it. Okay, yeah, I had so I did pull up that video that you shared. Let's watch this. So I guess this is from the press conference.
Yeah, one of them today.
You just asked me.
Yes. You.
Oh no,
earlier
this is
quite
what we just
confident in
watched.
Your vice president.
Yes.
If your team came back and showed you data that she would fare better against former President Donald Trump.
Yeah, with that's the ending. Yeah, we literally just watched that when we thought it was live.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I was double checking to make sure that wasn't the fucking live stream that I just showed. Yeah, God, I gotta find. I really want to find that clip of him calling Trump the vice president. We've got to find that. I'm gonna do a search here real quick. Biden calls Trump the vice president. Of course.
Yeah, next week should be good though. We'll be there for probably, yeah. I think I'm leaving Sunday and coming back Friday. So it'll be a good.
Oh, you're leaving Sunday?
Thing. Yep, just to make sure.
Are you gonna get there by Monday? Because we're sharing the Airbnb, but yeah, I don't have the Airbnb booked until
I'll
Monday.
figure something out for Sunday and Thursday. We'll work on something for that. But yeah, if we can, hang out the rest of the days, that'd be good.
Fuck yeah. Yeah,
You said
if
you got
I
two spots, right?
huh?
2 spots
2 spots what?
in the Airbnb.
Yeah, the Airbnb is
Okay.
fucking awesome. There's 2 separate rooms and there's a living room as well. So if we need someone to crash on a couch, that's what the lady told me is that there's a couch to crash on.
Okay.
And yeah, I know you asked me before about the address. She hasn't given me the information yet. I think it's like you get closer and then she'll tell you or something like that. What's funny is so I've never rented through Airbnb before, but I've rented out this condo before when I took a trip to Arizona. And so I've got history as a renter or a rental, but not a renter, whatever. So I know what it's like. Like if you see somebody who has no rental history on Airbnb, you're getting like that sus vibe. Like, should I trust this person? Because people can go and just steal your fucking shit. I've got a friend here who owns a different unit in this condo complex. Somebody just fucking stole all this shit, like $8,000 worth of shit. So this fucking this lady at first she was all on board. There wasn't any issue. She didn't ask any questions. She just told me the rules. And then later on when we talked and we're like, we agreed that, to have you guys stay with us. And all of a sudden she's like, what are you guys coming here for? Like now all of a sudden she's getting suspicious. And I didn't even want to tell her it's for the RNC because if it's a fucking libtard, then she might shut me down. So I said, I'm just meeting up with some old army buddies.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, exactly. And which I legit am. I'm meeting up with you, and I've got an actual army buddy who lives there in Milwaukee. We were in Lurst together. I say buddy, but he was a staff sergeant. I was a private, so we weren't exactly friends. But we are now. We are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Frank,
be respectable. We're not going to be throwing crazy parties.
well, that's exactly it. So the next thing was, she just goes, just to make sure you can't have any parties. I said, ma'am, I understand. We're all middle-aged men. We're not having any fucking parties out there. So immediately after that, she's like, okay, you're cool. You're good.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I've been a rentee, I guess, from Airbnb, and never had any issues with that at all. And I've done it all over California and like Napa Valley.
Yeah,
there was a pretty cool one. Where else have I done that? Colorado. Yeah, all over the place. Yeah, good people.
Yeah,
they just want to take care of their stuff.
Yeah, once you grow a history and everybody knows you're good, then you don't have any issues. I see Vatloss tell me to check my Twitter account. Let me pop in over here. Oh, that's the wrong account. I'm looking at my Vets Talking account. God dang it. Fucking Twitter, man. They keep fucking logging me out. I can't log into my Soldier Spirit account. All right. I can do it over here.
Switching mine where they turn off the dark view. And I'm like, what is this? It's hurting my eyes, the white view. Like,
I know they do. That happens on my fucking laptop all the damn time.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
on
like
this
it better
PC.
on my phone.
Yeah. It doesn't happen on this PC, but it happens on the laptop all the fucking time. I don't know why. All right. Copy link and I'll post it over here. Yeah, and Jeremy today was pointing out something too that I've had a big problem with, and I didn't know anybody. I haven't heard anybody else talk about it, but like sometimes when you open Twitter, you'll see like the very first thing is like a post like, oh dude, fuck yeah, and then it fucking disappears. Like it's like I don't know why. It's like that's an old tweet, but then it like updates your fucking shit or something, but I don't know why. That post would have been there anyways because I've never seen the post before. It's not like that post was there when I closed Twitter last time. So why is it there now? And they just take it away from me before I can see it again. Yes, this is me bitching about Twitter. Welcome to Vets Talking, where apparently just bitch about whatever the fuck. Last night I went on a fucking massive tirade about Dragon from Skinwalker Ranch. I'm not going to go back into that, but point is that I am 100% certain that the guy's not actually security. He's just a friend of Bigelow, and they just put him on there to give him something to do. That is my theory. Hold on. Okay, let's check.
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president that I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there.
Oh, shit.
Number one. The fact is that the consideration is.
Oh my God, their reactions. Drew, are you there? Drew's gone. Drew.
Yep. I'm
All right,
eating
did you hear?
Chipotle. Yeah.
Did you hear this? Did you see this? Look at their reaction.
Play it again.
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president.
Look at every single one of them.
Oh.
Every fucking one of them just fucking just.
They
Oh my
know it.
God. Oh,
know
what
it
did he
through
just
and through.
say? Oh wow.
They have to
I wouldn't
play
have
the
picked
part.
Vice President Trump to be vice president. That I think she
Oh.
was not qualified to be president.
Oh, he put his-
that guy. Like,
Look
oh
at the
my
mannerism.
God. They're
Yep.
all going, oh, we're so fucked.
Dude, they could have replaced him. They could have had somebody else 4 years ago. They could have had anybody else in the Democratic primary. They could have done 1,000 different things, and they chose not to. They're taking commands from somewhere, and what's crazy is like they know it. Everyone knows it in like either a leadership position or the average. I don't know, the average voter. Some people just don't care, but some of them are like, you got to keep acting like everything's just okay, and they know that it's not. And they can't take any more.
It's okay. I've been saying, and I've mostly been saying because I agree with Dan Bongino. He's Dan Bongino. I think everyone knows, like, my source of so much fucking information and inspiration on what I do here in YouTube. But he's been saying that if that debate were to go south, that you will see everyone drop Biden like a fucking bad habit. And that is exactly what we saw in all the media. But so many politicians are still at least saying they're backing Biden. And it's very obvious because they just want to protect their fucking political careers. They are attacking like the fucking leader of their fucking current party, at least in name only. We know damn well that Obama is the fucking one pulling all strings. We know damn well Obama is the fucking leader of the Democrat Party. But Biden is president right now, and they can't. I said this last night too. The Democrats always go in lockstep. It doesn't matter what the fuck happens. They will always march in lockstep with whatever the fucking party is doing. And the party's backing Biden, then everyone's going to back Biden. So it's amazing there's even anyone. Like, there is a handful of Democrats right now who are going against and saying that, you got to move on. But it's amazing that there's not more. At least not yet. They're waiting for their orders again. We've been seeing David Axelrod, who is David Axelrod. If people don't know, that is Obama's man. Whatever David Axelrod, whatever you see him say in the media, he is the voice of Obama. And even David Axelrod, he went on a show and in a very polite way said Biden's got to go. So that you see David Axelrod say Biden's got to go, that means Obama is saying Biden's got to go. And everyone else, all those fucking Democrats, they will follow what Obama wants.
My question would be, why now? Why not before? And see what they would say to that. Like, what do you say?
Because they were able to hide it so well. They were able to conduct the fourth element of gaslighting. Gaslighting is lie often, lie confidently, and seclude your audience from the truth. They have managed to hide the fact that he is a senile, incompetent, mentally unstable, fucking geriatric for 3.5 fucking years, actually more like 4 or 5 years, because during the fucking last election, we knew he was gone. But they've managed to hide this fact from the people for so fucking long until that debate. Then it was up front on stage live for everyone to fucking see. So
and
they thought
people busy too. So if people are busy with, whatever else they got going on, they're not paying attention to what it is. But now there's no reason not to pay attention with inflation, prices, housing market, the whole student loan debacle too. Be like, oh, we're going to get rid of your student loans. No, you can't do that. Oh, we're going to do it anyway. And then, and even that idea is kind of crazy because you're pretty privileged if you can go to college and take out these loans and then get them paid for as well. So there's even poor people out there that they're like, my taxes are going to pay somebody else that got a degree when you couldn't. Yeah, there's so much out there, and
There's
going
a lot
around
of
the Supreme
animosity.
Court.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and their hope was that they were going to be able to drag this corpse out just long enough to get to November and then rig the election again. That's the
And
thing.
the convictions too.
Yeah. And this is a big thing that everyone needs to get nailed in your fucking head. Do not expect that we have a guaranteed win. They are going to cheat. I've said this before. I know damn well I think we can all agree that they tried to cheat even when Trump went against Hillary. That's why Hillary was so confident she was going to win, because she thought it was going to get rigged for her to win. But we overwhelmed their cheating. We showed up in such big numbers that they didn't have enough cheating happening for her to win. That's why in the 2020 election, they had to make it so blatant. They had to put up fucking boards over windows to make sure that the fucking poll watchers couldn't see their cheating. They had to fucking pull out cases in Georgia of fucking rigged ballots, trying to claim that a pipe burst, and everyone had to get out of there. And then they pull out all these fucking boxes, and we saw it on fucking camera. They had to know they're on fucking camera. They were able to fucking cheat, and they got away with it anyways. But that's the thing, is they had to cheat so blatantly that they just barely fucking won. We can overwhelm their cheating. We can overwhelm it, but we cannot expect that it's going to be easy. Everyone still needs to get out and vote. Everyone needs to go out there and tell other people to vote. If we don't do that, if we get complacent or we get black-pilled, there's also the black pill people out there too who say, oh, it doesn't matter, they're going to cheat, so they're going to win anyways. No, we can overwhelm the system just like we did in 2016. We managed to beat Hillary by overwhelming the system. There's no voter enthusiasm in Biden right now. And one thing that Dan's been saying lately, and it's a great point, I've never heard this before, but voters don't win elections. Ballots win elections. And right now we have tens of millions of illegals out there who all they got to do is just get a fucking name. All they need to do is get a fucking name. There's so many fucking places out there that ain't checking shit. But we've got fucking tens of millions of people out there right now that they can get ballots for, and then all I got to do is fill it out and put it in a fucking drop box. They're going to cheat. They're going to cheat big. But we can still fucking win. But we also can't get complacent, and we can't get overconfident. We need to get out and fucking vote. We got to vote because we got to vote like our lives depend on it, because they literally fucking do. I don't even like using literally, but our lives and our livelihood really does fucking is on the fucking ballot right now. Mo Zamboni for 5 says, A, love the new logo and thumbnails. Thank you. Darn good. Thank you. B, Dems are so screwed. Don't get overconfident. Laughing emoji. Adam and Drew are the best of us. God bless both of you and the rest of Vets Talking. Thank you very much. And for $5 social.
Zamboni.
Zamboni, my fucking twin right there. I heard Mo's on the show with ABF now, right?
Yep. I haven't gotten into it too much lately, but yeah.
I
They're doing great things over there.
I still haven't checked that show out. I gotta check it out. I want to do a show sometime. Get the whole crew on here.
Yeah, like all of us that I've met lately at the meetups. You know, if we can get a reconnection kind of stream going. Yeah, share some stories, because we all experience those in a different way. You know, the Vegas and the MegaCon, and then a couple of us were just in Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah, man, if I could, I would go to every single fucking meetup. But I can't. I'm definitely I'm not going to reveal everything that's going on, but yeah, the meetups are fucking great. The meetups are absolutely fucking great. Great to meet so many like-minded people. make these connections and everything, and the networking for YouTube and everything else. A lot of fun. Yeah. Fuck. You know what? I didn't have anything else planned for this fucking show except to talk about fucking Biden. What else we got going on? There's something.
It's been covering most of the last week, pretty much since the debate is, everything just letting loose and kind of going after it. Yeah, since the trial stuff, the convictions, the verdicts and stuff like that. That's the only other. Oh, that's the thing. Like the conviction that is coming up, or sentencing. Excuse me, sentencing, and they pushed that back. They pushed that back because of these new things that came out from the Supreme Court. So I think that's going to be the next big thing, is how they're going to handle these Supreme Court stuff related to the convictions, because none of this makes sense anymore. Like, this guy Shane Cashman, who does a lot of the Tales in the Inverted World, and he does a lot of cool stuff when it comes to strange histories and Southern gold and Southern Confederate gold dug up and buried. He does a lot of cool stuff with that. He calls it post-reality. That's what we're in. Like, none of this, nothing makes sense anymore.
It really does feel like, everyone theorizes that, like, that Hadron Collider got turned on and all of a sudden we're in a fucking alternate reality. Got the fucking Mandela effect shit going on. Everything seems to be fucking different. The Berenstain Bears are now Berenstain Bears. And the fucking country is just in an absolute fucking shit show. And we got more focus on children cutting their dicks off than we do on veterans and people who are actually really suffering. It's a fucking crazy world, man. It's a crazy fucking world.
And the Hollywood stuff too. And we can't even have good writing, acting, entertainment, directing anymore too. Like, nothing new is being made with quality.
Well, we were just talking about that over on Nomi's channel before I started this up. We were talking about all the crappy shit going on. We were talking about The Acolyte, the terrible Star Wars show it's on, which, thank God, I'm not watching, but I'm watching, Nerdrotic tell me what's happening on there. But fucking House of Dragons is so fucking good.
I've been following it.
And a great point about that, though, is the fact that people are telling us that we don't like The Acolyte because we're racist. We're told that we don't like any of the other Star Wars shit because we're racist, sexist, homophobic, istophobic, phobophobes. And yet, you have House of the Dragon that has 2 female leads, gay characters everywhere, so much diversity, and we fucking love that show.
It's good quality, and it's very similar to The Acolyte, where they do House of the Dragon started off, they built it up. They had them as younger characters and younger actors, and they intermixed, and they did some time jumps in the first season, but that was like to set up how all this is going down in this big, like, dragon fantasy civil war, but they're still using battle tactics. Like, this last episode was absolutely amazing because you could see the war, the battle tactics, the strategy that they're using, but they're adding in fun stuff like dragons and dragon fights. But it's 2 women basically that have this rivalry going on. The older guy, the King Viserys, is very like the Joe Biden in a way, but has this thing. He's trying to keep peace, keep it all together. He's not a very good king when it comes to kind of squashing out all these people that are scheming and doing all this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
he's not good in that way.
He's not a tough king.
Yeah, he's not a tough one. He's a peaceful one. I guess it worked for a lot of people. Or people in the show are regretting. They're like, oh man, he was so good back then, but there was a lot of weird stuff going on, and people picking that stuff. But now it's all straight up wartime with these people, and people are dying, and they're dragons. I'm not going to give away everything. We can do that later, but it's such a good show. The strategy is good. The guy who plays Christian Cole, he's been attacked on Instagram and Twitter. He's like, I'm just an actor, but that means he's a good actor where he's playing that role so well, and you'll love to hate him. But it's good stuff. And I always watch the behind the scenes after the episode. It's these actors kind of talking about what's coming up next and what they're going. And they're all like English. They're all, you could probably tell that they've been to doing the plays and and Broadway type stuff wherever they whatever country they're come from, and they're such quality acting, writing, care for the lore, for the books is what's going on. And you compare it to the Acolyte, and it shows so much.
Same amount of money, damn near the same amount of money. 100 around 180,000 or 800. Oh Jesus, I fucking pulling a Biden there. $180 million for one of them, and 170 million for the other one, and the quality is so unbelievably fucking different. I mean, it's like they're running the fucking Acolyte like we run our fucking country right now, where you got
an Acolyte is like 30 minutes
for a hammer, $100
like 30
$100,000
minutes
for a toilet.
And they strip off a bunch of it for the previously on and the end stuff and whatever. But House of Dragon, they're like a good 45 minutes, hour episodes. There's 8 of them. Acolyte, I think, has 7, or maybe they have 8.
I think it's
but
8. Yeah,
it's not the same amount of time. But yeah, you can see it on the screen. They do the behind the scenes where they're actually on location, and they throw up some blue screens or whatever to show the extended. And it's not up front and everything like you could see it in the Acolyte. It sounds like they're just on a stage. I guess some they do, some they don't, but it comes off as cheap, and they don't care about the material. They didn't read the Star Wars books because a lot of it's based on previous books, and then how it connects to what's it called? Episode 1, Phantom Menace. It's about 100 or so years before that. It's messing those things up, and they don't care about what they mess up. Or House of the Dragon, similar, takes place beforehand, I think 200 years, and it directly impacts how Game of Thrones starts.
Yep. Shield Law Dragons got to bounce. Have a good one. Take care, buddy. Thanks for being here. And Mo Zamboni popped on with another $2. My first guest stream ever was Skinamax. Adam rules. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, and for that, bullshit. I am very happy that you're getting involved and doing good things here on the YouTube side there, Mo.
Good graphic designer too. He is.
Yeah, I know. I've told a story many times now, but we just randomly met because we were standing in line to meet. I wasn't me. I've known Gary, but to talk to Gary, and just ended up talking about YouTube. And he's saying that he wants to get involved. And Mo, did you get into the fucking Legion of Memers too? I think I saw him in chat in there. I'm not involved anymore, but Mo made my finger. Really? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Mo made that. Ah, okay. Cool.
I like this lore that we're building.
It says, I thought we were both going to die after that stream. My memory's terrible, dude. Did we get really drunk on that stream? Why'd you think you were going to die? Yeah, it's funny that you said that that you're kind of comparing Jacaerys, the old man, the old king that died. You're comparing to Biden, which he basically was a fucking corpse of a leader. But what's funny though is you can actually compare it more that Jacaerys, if I'm getting the name right,
Jacaerys was the older one. Then he passed it to Viserys with a V.
Okay. So Viserys is the one who rotted it away pretty much.
Yep.
Okay, so you can actually look at it as Viserys is more like Trump because he was a good leader and didn't start any wars. And then you got Aegon comes in completely fucking incompetent. Everything goes to shit. And that's Biden. I'll say that's the better comparison.
Yep.
But
he's
Trump
not doing well in the small meetings or whatever, the council meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, he's young.
Not listening to anybody, just trying to do whatever he wants. Yeah, start wars, and doesn't make any sense.
We finished a 5th apiece. Okay, all right. Well, that's probably why I don't remember, because I was probably fucking shit-faced drunk. I was on Nomi's show. If anybody hasn't seen Nomi Without You, go check it out. Nomi is her first name, and then Without You is the rest of her YouTube name. I'm over there, and it's my first time being on a show over there, and it's all ladies. It's supposed to be all ladies and me, the one dude, but they end up having her producer on as well, and we end up talking like none of them cussed at all the entire time. But no one told me that it's fine. Cussing is fine. So I'm sitting there like fuck, like I usually am. But even worse is when Sevi was on there and Sevi was sick, and they start talking about remedies that'll help you, take this tea, take garlic, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I usually just get drunk until I forget I'm sick. Everyone was thrown off by that. But I was partially joking, but I literally did do that when I first caught COVID back in 2020. It was like a hangover with a cough for me, and so I'm like, and I fucking I put myself in quarantine too, so I'm just in the place by myself for 2 weeks, and I'm like, well, if I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna have a hangover all the time, I might as well just fucking drink and actually have a hangover. So I drank for 2 fucking weeks. I was drunk like every damn night, which actually did feel better. Like I don't feel like shit anymore. I'm just fucking drunk. I don't recommend that to anybody. It's not really good for your health or your well-being.
Advice.
Not medical advice. This
Not
is
a treatment plan.
I am definitely not a doctor here. Do not take my recommendation there. But yeah, that was fucking miserable. Yeah, Biden's term is like weekend at Bernie's. No shit, man. Yeah, gotta play this again. Holy fuck, this is so bad. This is so fucking bad, man. I can't believe this, and their reaction's so fucking.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
Is
wouldn't
this getting passed around?
Trump to be vice president. That I think she was not qualified to be president.
oh
So
yes.
there.
Every one
Number
of
one.
them. This is
Look
his
at the
cabinet
eyes.
too. This is his cabinet. I think this guy right here, he's a Secretary of State, I think. This guy is the Secretary of Defense, I think. These other ones I don't know, but I'm sure they're all part of his fucking cabinet.
Here's my guess. Like any of these guys would make a better president. I just don't think that they don't want the backlash. They don't want their families turned upside down, or in the press. I don't know why it has to be him. But yeah, there's a plenty of other people.
Well, it's because he won't drop out. That's the problem. He needs to drop out. They can replace him in the convention, but they know damn well it's going to look really fucking bad.
Yeah, I'm talking
It'll
about
look really
back
fucking bad.
a year ago, 4 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What you mean?
Like
how he
good
even got elected in
people,
the first
effective
place?
people don't seem like they want to be president. People that would be effective, at least on the Democratic side. It
Yeah.
just seems like they're like, nope, I guess the strategy is already set, or I don't know. I really would love to be a fly on the wall in these
Yeah.
decision-making
He's-
meetings. And
He's a puppet. That's the thing, is that they want somebody in who is a puppet, because it's not him who's pulling the trigger on anything. Other people are running the show behind the scenes, and they want to elect somebody who can just get up there, be capable enough to talk and look like they're running a show while someone else is fucking doing it.
and the public will be okay with it. They don't have to be excited. And I'm sure they'd rather have somebody that the public's not excited about, was just that they can leave him there to his own devices. But
Yeah.
there's no that's ship has sailed.
What's amazing too is, if you think about it, we actually really obviously, I hate Biden. Everyone knows that. But what's the reality is that I want him to stay in. I want him to be their candidate. And I think everyone should agree with that. We should want Biden to be in. Like when we say, let's go Brandon, yes, keep him in there. Fucking dude. He is such a fucking garbage show that he would be the absolute fucking easiest to beat. And again, no red wave talk, no fucking, we're gonna win this. We still gotta fucking fight like our lives depend on it. But if Biden stays in, we have better chances to beat him than anyone else. And that's saying something, because they have nothing right now. Cackling Kamala is terrible. She can't fucking do it. Hillary, Trump already beat. She's practically a fucking corpse by now. Nobody likes Gavin Newsom. Nobody likes Gretchen Whitmer. They have nobody. But whoever of those that they put in is still better than Biden. I want Biden to be their candidate. Let's go, Brandon. Stay in that fight. Keep fucking fighting. You agree, Drew?
Yeah. Do you ever look at the predicted or the betting odds website and shows who, and because this is real money that people are betting on, so that makes a difference rather than a random poll. Do you ever pull up those websites?
No. Do you have it available?
I can work on it and find it, but yeah, it's it tells a better story than random people that call you and ask for your opinion or whatever.
Trump equals the Globetrotters and Biden equals the Washington Generals. That's right. You're 100% right. Someone say triggered? You're innocent, finger. To Alec Baldwin's who's guilty. You will be excused. Cabinet is not elected. They are selected by the president. The Dem Party is running the show. That's right. 100%. You're 100% correct. I forgot to check over
Yeah, I watched
here.
a little bit of that trial, and I heard the defense or whatever. The guy that was backing up Alec Baldwin, and he said actors don't have to assume any responsibility with a gun on set. It's allowed to be a real gun. Just can't have bullets, or he just had no idea what he's talking about. And he's like, there's an assumption that it shouldn't be fired, so they can point it at people, and they don't have to go by the normal rules of gun safety. And it's like, no, that anybody who touches a weapon had any training, any military, anything like that, you always treat it as loaded. Don't point it only point it at what you want to shoot. Finger on the trigger, all these things. And you don't just turn that off when it comes to a movie. And why would you, maybe a film person knows about this, but I wouldn't want to point the weapon or have somebody, what was it, a producer and the director or whatever the deal was, in an area to get shot. Put a camera there. I don't know. I don't agree with how he was presenting that.
It's all ridiculous. It's a complete fucking joke. Yeah, the fact that anyone can say he's innocent of that in any way. I mean, he's a fucking idiot. He was negligent. But it's fucking murder no matter what. And someone here just fucking murdered it. I was about to take a shot because I forgot to take the second shot for the G-Man over on Rumble. But Alec Baldwin's finger drop 50 gifted
ABF
memberships.
There you go.
That is $250.
Yeah, let's get some memberships to people that are going to watch next week. Let's build that up. Let's build the audience.
ABF, thank you, man. I thank you. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. You have no idea. I appreciate that so fucking much, dude.
Yeah,
all right. Well,
turn them all green.
I was gonna do another fucking shot for the G-Man, but I've got the shot poured. I've got to honor this. G-Man, I will get back to you and do another shot for you, but I've got a shitload of fucking shots I gotta do for ABF now. Let's see. Let's get up here and let's do a tank.
Ow!
All right. Okay, I feel like I got to play this twice for everyone to see it. But here it is again. If you missed it, watch the guy on the right.
Ow!
That's like their stormtrooper in the original
Yep.
Star Wars bumping his head.
Yep. It's so stupid they add the sound effect, but at least my sound effect on there is better. I just wish I had turned the volume up. But ABF, thank you so much, my friend. Cheers to you, buddy. Oh, that is so cool. I love that people have been putting comments on some of my videos thanking for gifted memberships. I think it's people, I get the impression people are these are people who don't watch live streams, so they don't understand what the membership really means. But I mean, there's some there's this one lady, Clinton House, gifted some memberships, and she came on there and it's like, thank you so much. She's dropping heart emojis and crying emojis. And she says, thank you so much. And she's like, I love the channel and everything. So yeah, I love the idea. Every time I get a comment like that, I'll reply on and say, yeah, you can thank this person and come check out the live stream and everything. So hopefully, yeah, it'd be great if we do that. And these gifted memberships should help get people involved in these live streams. And so that's why the gifted memberships are so great. So thank you so much for that, ABF.
Yep, they
Clinton,
get the email that says it, and then they're able to
Mhm.
do some more with like the stickers, and you get the green when you're in the chat. It does a lot of cool stuff where you get
Yeah.
more interaction. So yeah, I received it before on FNT, a lot on Geeks and Gamers on Tuesday night main event. And daily. I watch daily every day, often like live, and even more so I'm able to start it right away at the beginning, which is just the best. Yeah, that's a pretty cool show. I love watching daily because they talk about the
Yeah.
topics that are happening like right now. It's a change up between either Jeremy, Ryan, Beardo, Drunk 3PO. They'll throw in Gary every once in a while. It's pretty cool. I like the concept of the daily. We do need more, morning show type stuff.
I thought about
counter with
doing
a few.
something. Yeah, I thought about doing something like a Vets Talking News at Noon is something I thought about. Because that's my habit, man. I'm a news junkie. Like I'm usually consuming news more than anything else throughout the day. I've always gotten. I used to watch Fox News all the time. Now I have Newsmax on. Fuck Fox News. I've got Newsmax on all day long. I watch Dan Bongino, which is nothing but update on the news. Louder Crowder, which is at least comedy / news, which I try to describe this channel as being that like a informative entertainment is what I like to consider this channel. But yeah, since I'm already like always consuming news, then I'm like, I might as well maybe just like go live.
We could do something like that, especially like right after Geeks and Gamers Daily, like at I think it's like 11 a.m. Central is when they get done, and we could go right into that. I could do it on most days,
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Culture Casino has a 6-minute daily. Yeah, I usually pop in on there. You know what's amazing is I've never watched side scrollers, but then I go to Vegas and now I'm kind of friends with Craig.
Craig's awesome.
We hung out. I can't remember who it was. Somebody managed to get a connection to him, and he showed up, and we all went down to the strip together. And while we were hanging out, he tells me about his I can't remember the name of the product now, but he's got like a hangover thing. You take it just like a fucking those fucking strips that dissolve on your tongue. Oh yeah, they're called acid. No, I'm kidding. But he's coming out with this product, and we're gonna have that be a sponsor. I guess he's gonna be a sponsor of my show. How's that work? Yeah,
he's sponsoring your show. So
yeah, but anyways, yeah. So we're at some point when that kicks off, we're gonna have his product on here, which is perfect because we're a drinking show. So I'm gonna be able to push a fucking anti-hangover product that's made by someone in our fucking YouTube community. So yeah, I'm gonna have my own discount code and all that good stuff. I've got to hit him up on that, and he's gonna, and yeah, he'll come on the show, and we'll do a whole promotional thing like that. But
yep, and then his brother Brad is of 5 Times August, the band, and he's doing some amazing things in my realm when it comes to medical freedom and against medical tyranny. The guy's super talented. 5 Times August band. They're they're very similar guys. They're pretty cool. They're both amazing dudes.
What's up, Undead?
I put after you do that one, I put the link in the chat, in the private chat.
Okay.
For the
I'm gonna do another shot for this. What's up, Undead X Dragon? How the heck did I get a random gifted membership? LOL. Thank you though. Because let me scroll way the fuck back up here. Alec Baldwin's finger. Yes, that Alec Baldwin's finger. You're exactly who you're thinking of. Gifted 50 fucking Vets Talking memberships for $250 fucking dollars. So thank you, Dragon, for showing up in the chat. Welcome to Vets Talking, where I'm gonna do we do shots for super chats, and I owe a lot of shots for that $250 fucking dollars. So let's see, which one am I gonna do next? Here we go. Thank you, ABF. All right, I'm gonna pace out the rest of them, which I've got to use my calculator to even figure out how many fucking shots I owe now. But as you see along the bottom, every single $20 and I do shot. I owe a lot for 250. Let's see, and again, welcome to the show. They're Undead Dragon.
Well,
All right.
26 would be 260. Or yeah, 26 shots, right?
26 shots. All right. I had to keep up because we had Blue Cord Devil dropped a $500 a few months ago, and yeah, that was he was keeping track of the shot number for me, at least on that one. I didn't have to keep track. He's keeping track of every single fucking shot. All right. So what was you want to share?
It's in a link. It's election betting odds. I've only looked at this a few times, but it's by John Stossel. So I think he had a hand in making this thing. And if I'm
John
pull it up, if
Stossel, isn't he a fucking leftist psychopath?
No. He's a libertarian guy.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of somebody else.
He was on Fox News for a while, or Fox, and then doing his own libertarian thing.
Okay.
But if I'm reading this correctly, more people are saying Harris is going to be the president than Biden. And they're betting money to do
17% over 12%. Yeah. Oh, okay. I forgot. I was so confused about the right side. This VP nomination. Okay.
GOP VP nominee.
JD Vance. You know, I don't know very much about JD Vance, but what's been surprising for me is Burgum. I thought Burgum was a fucking shit show when Trump was going against him. He's another fucking businessman, and he looks like a fucking vampire. But ever since he dropped out of the race, he has come out with some really good based shit. I really like Burgum. If he picks Rubio, I will be so fucking mad.
There might be some deals with him.
Oh, dude. I who the fuck wants Marco fucking Rubio? He might as well pick Pence again. What a oh my! I can't believe he's up there. And look at Vivek is all the way down 3.4%. What the fuck? I would think he'd be like number 2. But in any case, yeah, look at that. 58 fucking percent, almost 59% betting odds that Trump is going to be the president. Second to that is Harris with 17. Biden is down at 12. Okay, then we got Newsom. God, nobody likes Newsom. Nobody. Oh, okay. Big Mike is not going to run. Big Mike hates politics. We know it because again, Dan Bongino was Secret Service assigned to Obama's security detail. He has been around Big Mike. He knows damn well he, whatever you want to call him. You can see what I did there. I'm calling him. Hates politics. He says there's no fucking chance that Big Mike is gonna want to be in that office. Kennedy. This is really interesting. Clinton is all the way down here with only 1%. That's shocking to me because a lot of people think that the only chance they have is to have fucking Hillary.
Scroll over some of the states. See if that pulls up. It should show like.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's landing.
I'm in here in Missouri, Republican 95, Democrat 2.4. Dude, I can't believe with Kansas City and St. Louis, we still are so fucking red. You would think that they would have so much pull over here, but this is a fucking based ass state. I love this. I'm from fucking Vermont. This is where I grew up. Look at 95%. Vermont is fucking rural. It's just farmland and ski resorts, pretty much. Maple syrup. But back in the 70s, they did a fucking move. In the 70s, there was a big move to have the Democrats take over Vermont, and they fucking did it. That entire state is run just by Burlington and Montpelier. Montpelier is the capital. Burlington is the biggest city, smallest big city you've ever been in. There's only like 250,000 people in Burlington. But disgustingly how fucking blue that is. Yeah, and it looks like they're just showing the Republican versus Democrat. It doesn't show like who people are voting for. Look at California 95 to 3.9, and Vermont is 95 to 3.4. Wow. New York is 90% Democrat, 8% Republican. I guess,
And then
I
it
mean, yeah.
includes the electoral votes too.
Yeah. Ben and Jerry's ruined that state. Yeah, that law. I lived like 20 minutes from the Ben and Jerry's fucking factory. I went there as a kid. I went there back there as an adult. It's a fun experience. You see it in Me, Myself, and Irene. You see exactly. I've been to exactly where he gets like kicked in the face and thrown down the fucking hill. But yeah, Ben and Jerry's fucking hell, man. Those motherfuckers are just absolute fucking libtards. Like I said, just Vermont in general is just fucking awful now. See, I have family in Washington. They're 96 to 3.8. Amazing. All these blue states, 91 to 7.5. Okay, so this is not too surprising. Oregon, for instance, has a lot of rural land. Like East Oregon is based as fuck. West Oregon is fucked. New York, North New York is based. Southern New York is fucked. Illinois, amazing that just Chicago alone runs that fucking state. We get a lot of people come here to Lake of the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks is a very base location. We're very fucking red here at the lake, even though it's a resort town. So a lot of people who are super fucking based, very conservative, come from Illinois to come vacation here. And it's so sad when you talk to these people. Like, yeah, the whole state hates Chicago. Like the entire fucking state is pretty much fucking red, except for that one fucking city. Like I said, same thing with Vermont. I always forget to call him stepdad. My mom's husband. They married when I was an adult. But he's a good, hardworking farmer. His entire fucking family in Vermont were just good, hardworking, patriotic, just blue collar farmers. And they won't leave the state. That's where their family was rooted, and they won't leave. But that state is so fucked. Fucking Bernie Sanders, man. You want to talk about fucking Ben and Jerry's ruined Vermont? Bernie fucking Sanders, dude. That's actually the reason why I left. I was a bartender there for a little bit during the election when Bernie Sanders was running. These people are so fucking. Remember, like we were just talking earlier about how ignorant and up their ass these fucking leftists are. So they just assume, like, if you are able to string a coherent fucking sentence together, then they assume that you must be smart enough to be a liberal. So when I was bartending, I'm not, act like I'm a fucking genius or anything, but I know I sound more coherent than some people. I would talk to these fucking people and they just assume I must be a fucking liberal. So they'll be showing me fucking funny shit where they're ripping on Trump and everything. And I have to sit there, grit my teeth and bite my fucking tongue. Like, yeah, it's funny. You just better give me a fucking tip for that fucking act I just had to put on. I quit. I had to get out of there. Couldn't stay in that fucking state anymore.
But with your dollar and your foot, all you need is a dollar and a foot. And you can find a better place. We got this whole country, and going back to like the meetups and traveling, and I'm working on a ton of adaptive sports. So I'm trying to go to Colorado, Washington, Utah is a big one. I want to do some rock climbing and stuff like that. So I'm working on cycling, like recumbent biking, either on road or mountain biking. They make mountain bike recumbents. So that's what I'm shooting for. Just trying to make some pretty cool memories.
Yeah. That's I did that. I'm going to do another shot here for ABF in a minute. That's what I did so I started off here in the Midwest. So I was born in Wisconsin. I grew up in Vermont though, but so originally I'm a Midwest kid. But when I left Vermont, I went to Arkansas, where me and some friends, we opened up a security guard company there. And then I got another offer, business offer up here in Missouri, about 45 minutes south of where I am now. And then one thing fell through, the other thing fell through, and I find myself up here at Lake of the Ozarks. And now 6-7 years later, I haven't fucking left. But when I first found myself here at the lake, the security guard company had closed down. I'm not going to go into details about the other thing. It was fucking really bad. We're actually still working on a lawsuit with the other thing. But eventually I'm like, I don't know what to do now. And this is when I went off to executive protection training in Colorado. And what I did was, I don't think I've actually told this story here on the channel. When I went to the EP training at Executive Security International, the options were to stay at a hotel there. They had a hotel that they had a contract with, but it was crazy. It's like $1,500 a month, and the course is 4 months long. So I'm like, well, fuck that shit. I went and bought my RV. I have a 30-foot travel trailer that I bought. I parked it at an RV park there in Grand Junction, Colorado, and $500 a month is all you have to pay for a fucking RV thing there. Well, when the course ended, we talked a lot. A lot of people talked about, other courses you can do to build your catalog. Same thing like in the Army. You go through courses that kind of like that helps your career. Your career advance. You try to, if you want a good career, you go out and you try to do other courses. So I was gonna do the same thing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just travel with this fucking RV, and I'm gonna find other courses to go to. I was going based on what I can get with the GI Bill, and I ended up not finding anything, but I traveled the fucking country for a year and a half.
Awesome.
I drove around, man. I went to Las Vegas first. I stayed there for a while. There's an RV park right outside of a casino there. I went to the Grand Canyon, stayed a week out there. Fucking went to Texas. I stayed 2 weeks on a beach. I was able to park my RV on a beach right outside of not Tybee Island. That one fucking that island down there in off of the Gulf of Mexico. And then went to San Antonio. I stayed 2 months in San Antonio, and that was fucking amazing. I love San Antonio so much. I almost moved there. But like you talk, just the reason I'm saying all like you're talking about, just having the freedom to be able to travel and see different places and spend a significant amount of time in a place. That's what I really loved about the RV travel is I would stay, like a month here, a month there, a month here. I'm not doing that fucking staying for a weekend or even a week. I want the full experience of the place. And that's amazing. It's an amazing thing to do. You start finding bars you really like going to, and you start seeing like the same bartender, you start knowing people's names. It's great. Fucking great. And I really want to do that again. And I think I've been thinking a lot about doing that with this YouTube thing. I've already done a lot of travel as it is. Obviously, I've gone to Vegas twice now. I've gone to Florida. I'm going to be going up to Wisconsin for the RNC. Hopefully be able to link up with Jeremy and Ryan. And I want to do more like that. I want to be able to find a way to like make a studio setup in my fucking RV and then just go travel around.
It's possible for sure.
Yeah, just keep doing these shows, but at the same time, just be able to fucking make it, do it on the road.
Yeah, it's like an active diary. It's like when you're living. It's like a modern day, just journal diary and memories you're gonna kind of keep forever and have it logged. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. San Antonio's great. That's where you're at. Awesome, GR. It's also where Comics Division, Nerdrotic, Quarter Black Garrett, I think, is in Dallas though.
Yep.
But yeah. Get a girlfriend in every town. I wouldn't say I had a girlfriend in every town. No. I
got to leave at the top of the hour, so I got about 10 minutes.
Oh, damn. I was going to fuck. I wish you had said that. I was going to go over to, we were going to do the Rumble exclusive thing, but that's all right. I'll tell you what, let's save that for Saturday.
Okay.
You can be able to come on Saturday?
Yeah. Tomorrow and Saturday should be fine.
Tomorrow I'm gonna do a gaming stream tomorrow. We're gonna do some Helldivers. I got the Machine Dumber, the Marine buddy here at the lake, Scotty. He finally bought Helldivers, so I've got to play with him. We've been trying to twist his arm to play for the longest fucking time. We got 2 other friends here at the lake. We're gonna stream that tomorrow. I know there's a lot of you out there don't really like the game streams too much, but pop on. We'll still be doing the drinking game. We're gonna have some fun. Be able to rip on a fucking Marine for not knowing how to play a fucking video game. And so with that though, we're gonna give another fucking shout out to Alec Baldinsfinger for $250 fucking dollars. And with that, we will do. Let me find a good one here because you're leaving. This one's ridiculous. ABF never misses, but that guy did. Cheers.
PMCS, preventive maintenance, checks and services.
Yep. Those are
On
Marines
everything.
too. Those are Marines. I love
My
being able to-
calculations are correct. I think you owe like 23 more shots for Alec Baldwin's. I think you've done 3.
I'm not doing
No,
them all tonight.
I've been at the VA the last 2 days for about 6 hours each day getting this IVIG, intravenous immunoglobulin. So that's the reason I'm able to do a lot more, especially in the summer. It's like I said, I got exposed nerves. So that coating, the myelin sheath around it is just eaten up, especially on the longest nerves, my arms and my legs. So that helps rebuild it faster rather than taking years and decades. So, but I gotta stay in a chair at the VA for 6 hours for 2 days every 2 weeks. But working on some stuff, building. Joe Biden's building me back better, I guess.
Yeah, that's what he ran on. Everything's better now, right?
Oh yeah, that I'm not going to get into it right now, but yeah, mandates are not cool.
No, it's amazing. At some point, I'm sure that at some point, all the COOF stuff and the jibby jab information is going to be coming out, and they're just going to turn around and blame Trump on all of it for Operation Warp Speed. But Trump pushed out the vaccine. He never made any mandates about it.
Correct.
It was Biden. Biden's the one who made.
And it's the formulas in it. It's how it was made, all that kind of stuff like that. The people that actually did it and approved it and why they did it to begin with. We need an after action review from start to finish.
Yeah. And all Trump could do was just trust his advisors.
Yep.
I know there's plenty of people out there. I know we had Jesse the Common Nerd on here, was very upset. He lost somebody to I guess the jibby jab. And he was very upset for a long time. He would come on the show and rag on Trump and demanding that he apologize. Thankfully he eventually came around. We can't. Trump is a narcissist. He's our narcissist, though. We love our narcissist. At least he's not a corrupt narcissist like Biden is. But what I'm saying is that Trump will never admit it. He'll never admit guilt to anything like the jibby jab. We can forgive him, though, because he didn't know. He was proud of Operation Warp Speed. He was able to get a vaccine out quickly. He didn't know, though, that it was flawed. So we can, we got to get past it. If there's anybody out there who is upset at him for it, I don't blame you for being upset, but you got to be more upset at the people who made the jibby jab. Be upset at the people who pushed for the mandates. Be upset at people who lied about it. Don't be upset at Trump. It's not his fault.
And a lot of military were kicked out or had to resign their commission or did a lot of stuff like that didn't get it but didn't want to push it. And yeah, a lot of Ranger special forces guys are like, nope. Yep, where like peace out, and they could have stayed in longer and had a stronger military right now. And yeah, it's not very strong right now as it could be and should have been.
No, it's weak as fuck. That's why I have a hat. We have a hat in the fucking Vets Talking fucking merchandise store. It says make the army great again. I want to say make the military great again, but that would have been MAGA. At least now it's still MAGA. I want to make the army great again. Make the military great again. Get rid of these mandates. At least I think the mandates are gone now. But now they're putting out fucking letters and trying to beg people to come back. And like, no, You made me get out in the first place, and now also you have fucking, I was about to say the bad version of it, you have transgenders. Brave and beautiful transgender officers run our fucking military with woke agendas all over the place who want to focus more on fucking diversity, equity, inclusion rather than our ability to kill the enemy and break their shit. Fucking disgusting. I watched a guy. I watched a guy doing an interview. He was had some sort of a big position in the military. He was a longtime career military guy, and he was doing this interview, and he was damn near breaking down tears when he said, I can't believe that at any point in my life I would sit in a position where I would tell people, I would recommend people not to join our military, but I'm there now. And I've had the point here whenever we talk about this kind of stuff to say that I'm not going to tell people not to join the military, but I also won't say it's something that they should do. I will give them my opinion of what's going on in the military if they ask, but that's it. It's still up to them. If they want to join, good on them, especially if they're there for the right purpose. But I am disgusted that I can't. I would tell people all the time, if you want to join the military, fuck yeah, do it. It is the best thing I ever fucking did. It didn't end great for me. Obviously, didn't end great for you. But I would never fucking regret anything I fucking went through. I went through some terrible fucking shit. Not as bad as some people, but I went through some bad shit. Not just in combat, but also through other crap. But I don't regret any of it. But now the way the military is now, it's awful.
Yep. We need critical thinking. We need leaders who are going to have our back. And
yeah,
we'll see it if it turns around.
Yeah. If you take off, I don't know what the fuck else I'm going to talk about. This is terrible preparation on my part, man. I knew I had to be on Nomi's show tonight. And I was just like, fuck it. I'll go on her show, and then me and whoever pops on, we can just talk about Biden and everything goes on. And I'm like, I didn't think it was just going to end that fucking, like, we got nothing else to talk about, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's the highlight of the news right now, but there's only so much you can say, you know?
Yeah, well, and also neither one of us watched the entire thing. Probably Saturday we'll probably have like montages. There'll be plenty of fucking clips out there of all this stupid, ridiculous shit that I'm sure Biden said at this fucking press conference. So we'll have plenty of shit to talk about on Saturday at least.
Yeah,
we'll
line up some topics.
Yeah, I apologize to you guys. I mean, there was no preparation for this show. So and I've already been streaming like every fucking night this week, so I'm kind of running out of shit to talk about, I guess. But tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna do the game stream tomorrow. We're gonna play some Helldivers with our Marine buddy Scotty. Skinamax Saturday, we're gonna have plenty of shit to talk about. Then we'll have a lot of shit with the Biden debacle that happened today. On top of, we'll talk about the pop culture shit. I've been holding off on talking about the weird, crazy shit's been going on in pop culture since I took my long extended break. But with all that, it's still a great show. Thank you, GR. I really appreciate that, man. I dude, like I was saying, I know, Drew, do you have to like really take off right now, or can you let me
yeah, I can hang for a little
close
bit.
it out? Okay. We're gonna take one last shot, and then I'll close the show down. Adam setting expectations properly. Dude, I have a high standard for myself, man. Like, I think I said it before. Like, if you see the amount of notes that I take throughout the week and the amount of preparation I do before a show, and I'm setting up all the fucking tabs and I'm organizing it properly because I want to talk about certain topics in a fucking order, I have high expectations for myself. And so when I come on here and I'm like, I'm just going to fucking wing it, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like last night, talk about all the conspiracy. Maybe that's what we should have just done. We should have just gone to fucking conspiracy theory shit. But like last night was fucking amazing with all the shit that you guys were asking me about the conspiracy, all the alien shit and everything. So 3 straight hours just talking about that was fucking great. But when I come on here and I'm like, all I know, we're just gonna talk about Biden, I can make a good 2 hours out of that. Nah. That idea didn't work. Adam's
It's just
really been.
embarrassing at this point. It's sad.
It
It's
is.
embarrassing. It's predictable. A lot of this has been just predictable, and it's like, yep, saw it.
Yeah, you're 100% right. We be talking about shit that we
It's not
already
interesting.
fucking know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we already know he's an incompetent fucking corpse. So
I do like the
Oh, well.
reactions. So maybe we can pull up some more reactions later
Yeah.
of how people are reacting to Biden. It's like, welcome to the party, you know? Or
Yeah. Mo, you guys both rule. Can't help but talk shit. Son of a Vietnam vet. Thank you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. All right, let's do one last shot. I will honor the rest of those shots. You know what? If the G-Man has been dropping a lot of chats. Here we go. Yeah, here's a G-Man chat right here. Just pull up the Y files and break it down. That's a good fucking idea. That's a good fucking idea. AJ is such a cool guy. I have a feeling that he probably would not flag me for that. That would be. We should definitely do that. We should like if we run out of something to talk about, we just pull up a fucking Y files video and just fucking do a reaction to it. I love that idea. Thank you. And thank you so much. You said that, and I was actually just gonna honor the second half of your fucking your Rumble rant. I always want to call it super chat, but that's a Rumble rant over there for the 50 that you dropped way early on in the show. So let's go with the classic shooting Dermy in the dick.
I'm freaking out.
Okay, go.
Thank you so much, G-Man. I appreciate the fuck out of that $50 and every other super chat in here. I will wrap things up after Drew here gives his closing.
Yep. Drew Outstanding. I'm mainly on X on Twitter. So I do a lot of it talking on there about what we can talk about. Not on other places. On my YouTube is Operation Outstanding in Field. I'm adding up some more adaptive sports, veteran sports, taking on really cool roles. I'm doing some adaptive golf scrambles. So I did one already this summer, meeting some great local business owners. That's what it's all about. And then I got a couple more of those. And yep, next week I'll be in Madison, or excuse me, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Both of them are liberal hellholes, but Milwaukee is way better than Madison.
Yep. At Drew Outstanding on X.
Check out Drew Outstanding, our fucking amazing disability diversity hire. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for being here. Looking forward to seeing you on Monday. I will be taking off probably about midday. I'm not going to get to Milwaukee until probably in the evening. For there in Milwaukee is probably going to be one. Oh my God, I can talk. I'm drunk. Yeah, I'm pretty drunk. But yeah, I'll be getting there in the evening. I'm probably going to miss out on a lot of whatever happens on Monday, but it looks like as far as events goes, there's not going to be a lot. But Tuesdays when let's all kick it off. I think I told you, Drew, I've got an army buddy there. I'm going to be hanging out with him. And he invited me to go hang out at his place, drink some fucking beers, smoke some cigars. So we're going to fucking do that. And like I said to everyone out there in the chat, make sure that you are ringing that bell here. Oh, excuse me. Ring that bell here on the channel so you get notifications of when I drop a video or when we're going live, because it's going to be very unscheduled. Out there at the event, I'm going to drop a lot of clips of whatever interactions I have, whatever's happening there. And we may be able, if I can get away with doing a live stream, like if I actually have good signal, I'm going to do that. So it's going to be way off from what we usually do. And the YouTube algorithm does not like sending out, letting you guys know that if it's not something I regularly fucking do. So make sure you're hitting the notifications, ringing that bell, and also check out the Twitter or the Instagram or the Facebook, where I'm going to be posting updates on there as well. I say that because YouTube doesn't like me. Okay, sometimes YouTube, especially I think if we're going out there and I'm posting videos and I'm saying, "Hey, look, we did a Trump is great and Biden sucks." They might flag it and not let you guys know. So you've got to have those notifications on, guys. And also the fucking Rumble. Make sure you are checking out the Rumble. We're going to be doing a lot more content over there exclusively, so we can talk about stuff like what happened to him, because Twitter doesn't like that. YouTube doesn't like that. Fuck. I'm calling it a night, guys. Thank you very much for everybody being here. I love you guys so much. I've missed you guys. Don't forget, tomorrow you can come check out the game stream. Skinamax Saturday, as usual, 10 o'clock Eastern. We'll be doing that. I love every one of you who chatted, all the lurkers who are in the background, ain't doing shit. But thank you guys for being here. Tracy74 is just popping over on the Rumble side. Hello, as I'm saying my outro, but please come back another time. I love all of you for being here. And thank you so much to the super chats. G-Man for the 50. Alec Ball's Finger for $250, and all the other super chats is so greatly appreciated. You are funding my trip to Milwaukee next week. Thank you so much. Double tap that like and subscribe if you haven't already been here, and be sure to share us out there with everybody, because you don't got to be a veteran to be here or enjoy this content. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.